In a world where privacy and security is becoming myth, DApps are the best hope for a privacy-centric application, which will only need our wallet address. So without further ado, let's begin our journey of DApp exploration. Let's start with a fundamental question. What are DApps? DApps stands for Decentralized Applications. They have been around since the launch of Ethereum and Smart Contracts. DApps are very different from a classical web apps. For instance, a web app runs on a centralized server, and whenever a client requests information, it receives the requested information from the server. In addition, a centralized authority controls a web app, and if the server goes down, the web app will come to a halt. Web apps are more prone to cyber attacks. However, on the other hand, DApps function in a decentralized environment. Now it's time to see some prominent features of DApps. Decentralized, it makes them independent, and no one controls them. Deterministic, they perform the same function irrespective of the environment they are executed in. Turing compatible. Given the required resources, the DApps can perform any action. Isolated. Let's talk about DApps on Ethereum blockchain. They are executed in a virtual environment known as Ethereum Virtual Machine (EVM), so that if the smart contract happens to have a bug, it won't hamper the normal functioning of the blockchain network. In this diagram, we can see how a typical DApp works. Now, let's deep dive into this diagram to understand it in a better way. Client browser. It is a normal browser written in HTML, CSS, and JS. Web3.js. It is a collection of libraries that allow us to interact with a local or remote Ethereum node using HTTP, IPC, or WebSocket. Web3 provider. Ethereum network contains nodes, and all nodes share the identical copy of data. Setting a Web3 provider in Web3.js tells our code which node we will read and write data from. We are using MetaMask in our DApp to inject its Web3 provider in the browser. Ethereum Virtual Machine (EVM). Each Ethereum node in the network has its EVM implementation and is responsible for running the same smart contract instructions over the network. Now, we will look at some fields where DApps are used. Wallets, Dapp wallets, or smart contract wallets have been gaining popularity. They provide various functions besides storing your private key. Thanks to the flexibility and innovation in designing smart contracts, these wallets are versatile and secure. Some well-known Dapp wallets are MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Dapp, etc. Exchanges. Exchanges based on DApps, also called DApps, decentralized exchanges, are gaining popularity as they do not involve centralized servers. Popular DEX or 1inch, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, etc. Games. Games on DApps are currently trending in the crypto community. People are investing a massive amount of funds in these games. Popular games are CryptoKitties, Axie Infinity, MyCryptoHeroes, etc. The future of DApps seems bright and full of possibilities. Many sectors have yet to see the implementation of DApps. Now, we will take a look at advantages of DApps. Zero downtime. No need for any real-world identification. No single entity on the network can block users. Data stored is immutable and indisputable. No need to trust as central authority. Now, we will see some disadvantages of DApps. Network congestion. Low user experience. Scaling is very hard. So now it's time to summarize what we have learned in this video. A decentralized application is a software application that operates on a distributed network. It is not hosted on a centralized server, but on a decentralized peer-to-peer network, such as DApps. To deploy or interact with a DApp, there is no need to reveal any real-world identification. DApp equals front-end plus smart contract back-end. Back-end code is written mainly in Solidity or Viper. However, there is no specific language for front-end code. The benefits of DApps include safeguarding user privacy, the lack of censorship, and the flexibility of development. The drawbacks of DApps include the potential inability to scale, challenges in developing a user interface, and difficulties in making code modifications. That's all for this video. You can check out some articles related to the contents of this video in the description box. You can also support us by showing some love and subscribing to the channel. And for more benefits like a discount on the trading fees, you can visit our website, CoinCodeCap.com.